Hey guys, it is day 2 in Pisac, and last night was a bit interesting. So at about 9 o'clock or so, we went into Pisac at night, and Pisac at night is a ghost town. Nobody's there. It's just completely empty. But there was one restaurant open where I got pizza, of all things. It was actually not bad. We didn't really eat much just because it was late and we weren't really that hungry, but we knew if we went to sleep, the hunger was just gonna get bigger and bigger. So we ate a little something to kind of get us through the night. And yeah, it's really interesting here. Although last night wasn't very bad, but there are some nights, especially in Urubamba, where the dogs are really bad at night. You're just kind of trying to sleep and they start barking and becomes a whole thing. Just the entire area erupts with dogs barking. And it was really funny. I was talking with someone earlier and they were saying that it's always the travelers' dogs that are the loud ones. They just bark all day and all night. And it was really interesting. But another one of the issues that they have here in the Sacred Valley, and as far as issues go, there's much greater things to have problems with. But one of the issues they have is there's a lot of dogs, and the locals, just like anybody else, they want to sleep, and they don't want these dogs keeping them up all night. So we were talking about it today. Some of the locals will take poison and they'll put it in the trash, so if the dogs eat the trash, it kills the dogs. And it's kind of a really interesting idea of, now I sleep through the dogs, so personally I don't really see any reason to kill them in my own personal experience, just because I sleep through the night, so it's not a problem for me. But some people are light sleepers and some people don't sleep through the night. So I'm just wondering, I guess I'm kind of philosophically speaking here, at what point is it okay for you to do something to get the dog to stop barking, like poison the dog? Because, like, for example, if a dog was attacking me and like coming at me and trying to bite me and it was a big dog, I would defend myself. I'm gonna hurt the dog. If it is between the dog being not hurt and me not getting bit, I'm the one that's not getting bit. That's just how that's gonna go, or at least I'm gonna try to get it to go that way. But it's kind of these people have these dogs, and some of them are strays that bark all night, so it's not really anyone's fault. But let's just talk about the dogs that aren't stray dogs, they're owned dogs. It's kind of like one person's animal is creating uncomfortability for an entire region of people for as far out as people can hear the dog, and it has an impact on their life. Is it fair for that person to own that dog and to continue to allow that dog to bark and disrupt people's days? Is that fair to do? Or would it be more fair to ask the owner a few times, and if the owner didn't do anything, do something about it yourself? Because it kind of comes down to that utilitarian idea. This person having a dog is great for them, but for the vast majority of people, it negatively impacts people more than it positively impacts the person that is owning the dog. Also, the dog's barking all day. That's gotta bother the owner too. So the problem that kind of branches off of this is there's not really there's laws and there's noise things kind of, but it's not strictly enforced. So it's not like in the US where I could pick up the phone and call about a dog that's barking all night, and if it keeps happening it becomes a problem, like people can get fines. It's not how it works here. So there's really no course of action outside of taking it into your own hands if the owner's not willing to do anything about it. And some people are rather entitled about it here. If you tell them about their dog, they're like, who the heck are you? Why are you talking about my dog? Like, it's none of your business. It is my business because I'm not sleeping. You're not sleeping, if you understand what I'm saying. So I would really like your thoughts on this. If you were living in a place and because of someone's dog, you weren't able to get more than 2 or 3 hours of sleep, let's just pick that arbitrary number, and it happened every single night, and you've told the owner is unwilling to do anything about it, and you've told the authorities, and the authorities are not willing to intervene in any way, would you take anything into your own hands? Would you just deal with it? And let's say you own the house, so moving's not like in a possibility. So you can't just like go somewhere else to get away from the dog. Like, you're here for the next 20 years. This dog is here. It's not going anywhere until it dies. And the owners are unwilling to fix it or to do anything about it, and no one's gonna help you. What would you do? What are your thoughts on that? How would you approach that situation? Can you think of a solution to that problem that doesn't involve hurting the dog? So I'm really interested to hear your thoughts, because honestly, probably I'm hoping some good ideas come from it. Maybe not poisoning a dog, but maybe that's what you guys come up with. Now, I'm not going to poison a dog. I have the option to move, but just it's a curious situation, because a lot of people here, they can't move. They're stuck. Like, they barely have enough money to pay for what they already own or maintain their lifestyle. Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening. I am excited to see you again. The next time you see me, I will probably be in Urubamba. I might take one more video here. We'll see. But if you look right here, it's going to be a video of whatever is perfect for you. I don't know how YouTube does it in its mystical ways, but right here, there's going to be a little next video that's going to be curated perfectly for you. And as far as right here, if you like these philosophical discussions and you want to weigh in on more, talk about the hard stuff, it's going to be a little circle. It's going to be like right there. And if you click it, it'll let you keep in touch.